Welcome back, everyone, to the deep dive. This time, we're hitting the tennis court.
Ooh, love it.
With, well, you could say the current king of the court.
Gotta be Carlos Alcaraz, right?
Yeah, the guy is just phenomenal.
Absolutely.
And I got to see him play live last year.
No way.
And it's like the energy just radiates off of him, you know?
I can imagine.
So you sent me this biography of his.
Just fascinating.
And we're going to use that to really try to unpack what makes him tick.
Awesome. Go beyond the highlights, right?
Exactly. So the bio, it takes us all the way back to when he was a kid in Spain.
Okay, so starting from the beginning.
Yeah. And it turns out tennis wasn't just some hobby for him.
Right.
His dad ran a tennis club.
Wow, so it's in the blood.
He was practically raised on the court.
That's amazing. You can see how that early exposure, it plants that seed.
Totally.
And what's really impressive is that, lots of kids dream of going pro.
Right.
But Alcaraz, he had that dedication even as a teenager.
Yeah, what was it, 15 when he goes to train with Juan Carlos Alcaraz?
For a former world #1, imagine that.
Hold on.
What?
You're that good.
Yeah.
That a former world champion wants to train you.
It's mind-blowing. And Ferrero's talked about this. He saw something special in Alcaraz.
Like what?
This unique blend of talent and just pure work ethic.
He wanted it.
Yeah, like that saying, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Oh, I like that.
Alcaraz is living proof.
Oh, okay, you ready for this?
Hit me.
So the bio mentions that Alcaraz, growing up, idolized Rafael Nadal.
Oh, wow.
And now
they're rivals.
Battling it out for the top spot. It's crazy.
Talk about full circle.
It's like inspiration coming to life.
And it shows you, right, the impact role models can have.
Absolutely.
And with Alcaraz, that inspiration is turned into this, meteoric rise.
He's just exploded onto the scene.
Winning huge tournaments, ATP 1000 titles, like Miami, Madrid.
And he was still a teenager.
Most kids his age are worried about, prom.
Okay, for those of us who don't follow tennis super closely.
Right, good point.
What exactly is an ATP 1000?
Yeah, so think of them as, the blockbuster movies of tennis.
Okay.
The best players, huge prize money, a win there means something.
So for Alcaraz to be winning these as a teenager?
Practically unheard of.
Unheard of. And then, of course, there's the 2022 U.S. Open.
Can't forget that.
He wins the whole thing. Youngest Grand Slam champ since Nadal.
And the youngest ever to be ranked #1 in the world.
Yeah. The Grand Slams, those are like the Olympics of tennis.
Huge deal.
Yes.
This has been
monumental. But what makes Alcaraz even more interesting, I think, is his style.
Oh, yeah.
You see glimpses of Federer's elegance, Nadal's intensity, but it's all his own,
He's not just fierce but fun, which I'll admit is how I've described him before.
It's more than that.
There's this strategy, I was reading,
Yeah.
He's one of the few players who uses a drop shot regularly.
Yeah.
Catches opponents off guard.
He's got the power, but the finesse, too.
Exactly. So it's not just about hitting the ball hard.
He's thinking ahead.
Okay, so this brings us to Wimbledon 2023.
The big one?
Against Djokovic.
Djokovic. The legend.
Years at the top of the game.
This was more than just a match. It was like clash of generations.
I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
Play, too. 5 sets. Full distance.
Both players giving it everything they had.
And Alcaraz wins.
Which basically says, hey, I'm here to stay.
Exactly. He's not just a rising star. He can beat the best.
But beyond the win itself, what I found so impressive was his mental game.
Yeah, that's key.
He never seemed to get rattled, even when Djokovic started coming back.
He had this inner peace.
That's where his mental training comes in, right?
Big time. The bio talks a lot about this, and it's fascinating.
Because it's not just practicing your serve, it's about training your mind.
To handle the pressure, the doubts, the setbacks, all of it.
So it's more than just visualizing, winning. Way more.
Yeah.
What specific techniques does he use?
Yeah, because I think this is something our listeners can actually apply to their own lives.
Absolutely. I mean, we all face pressure, right? Whether you're an athlete or not.
For sure.
So Alcaraz's team, they incorporate a lot of different techniques.
Okay.
But one that really stands out is
Yeah.
mindfulness meditation.
Okay, I've heard of that.
He spends time every day just focusing on his breathing.
Really?
Observing his thoughts without judgment.
Huh.
And it helps him stay grounded,
Yeah.
present in the moment.
So he doesn't get swept up in the hype.
Exactly. The pressure, the expectations, all of that.
See, now that's something I can try.
Right.
I'm always telling myself to be more mindful.
Yeah.
but I never know where to start.
Well, maybe give this a try.
Just focusing on my breath.
For a few minutes each day.
Yeah, maybe that'll help me not, lose it when my inbox is overflowing.
It's worth a shot. Another technique they use is something called positive self-talk. So instead of dwelling on negative thoughts, the doubts, Alcaraz actively reframes his thinking.
So, like if he misses a shot.
Right. Yeah. Instead of getting frustrated.
Which is easy to do.
Oh, yeah, totally. He might say to himself, okay, learn from that. Adjust, come back stronger.
Turning those negative thoughts into fuel.
Exactly.
I like it.
And it's not just about, thinking happy thoughts all the time.
It's deeper than that.
It's about cultivating this belief in yourself, your ability to overcome challenges.
Okay.
So Alcaraz's team, they work with him on setting clear goals, visualizing himself achieving those goals.
Creating a mental blueprint.
Exactly.
This all sounds great, but pro tennis is brutal.
Oh, yeah. It's demanding, no doubt about it.
Constant travel, high-stakes matches.
Week after week.
And the bio mentions Alcaraz has already had some injuries.
It takes a toll on the body.
Pulling out of tournaments.
That's the reality of pro sports, right?
You can be as talented as you want.
Yeah.
But your body has limits.
Even someone like Alcaraz, right? He's had to learn to manage expectations.
Listen to his body.
Not push it too far.
Prioritize his long-term health.
It's about finding that balance.
And honestly, I think that's something a lot of people can relate to.
Oh, for sure. We all have limits.
Sometimes you need to step back, reassess your goals.
Avoid burnout.
Exactly.
Yeah.
The bio also mentions some controversy.
Oh, right.
About Alcaraz's on-court behavior.
Like what?
Apparently he's been criticized for showing frustration during matches.
Really?
Like getting a bit heated.
I mean, he's competitive.
Oh, yeah, super competitive. But, in tennis,
the mental game.
You got to keep your cool.
Composure is key.
But what's interesting is Alcaraz doesn't shy away from this criticism.
No.
He actually acknowledges it.
Huh.
That he needs to work on, channeling his emotions.
That's a good sign.
He's even said he's learning from players like Nadal and Federer.
The masters of composure.
Exactly. It shows maturity, right?
Absolutely. He's not letting his ego get in the way.
He wants to grow.
On and off the court.
Makes you wonder, though, how does he stay so grounded?
Right. With all this pressure.
He's only 20 years old.
Well, the bio emphasizes that off the court, Alcaraz is, really down to earth.
Okay.
He's close to his family, loves spending time with friends.
Yeah.
And, get this, he's a huge Real Madrid fan.
Oh, yeah, the bio mentioned that. This global tennis superstar geeking out over football.
It's kind of endearing, right? Makes him relatable.
Totally. So we've got this incredible talent, the work ethic,
the mental game,
and a down-to-earth personality.
It's the whole package.
What makes Carlos Alcaraz so unique?
It's the combination of all of it, right?
Yeah.
He's pushing the boundaries of what's possible in tennis.
Physically, mentally.
And he's doing it with, this joy, this humility.
It's refreshing to see.
Absolutely. And here's the thing.
Yeah.
He's just getting started.
It's kind of scary to think what he could achieve.
He's already shaking things up.
Yeah.
His impact is going way beyond the tennis court.
Yeah. How so?
He's inspiring a whole new generation of players.
What's the message?
That anything is possible. With dedication, hard work.
And belief in yourself.
Exactly. It's he's ushering in this new era of tennis.
Where the mental game is just as important as the physical game.
And that's a message that goes beyond sports.
Totally. It's about approaching life with that positive mindset.
A willingness to learn.
That relentless pursuit of your goals.
That's what makes Alcaraz so captivating.
He's not just a tennis player.
He's a role model.
An inspiration.
A reminder that we all have the potential to achieve great things.
We talk about athletes being gifted, but it seems like Alcaraz's story really shows that talent's only part of it.
Oh, for sure.
Like you said before.
Yeah.
Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Exactly. Alcaraz is the perfect example.
He puts in the work, no doubt.
Absolutely.
But even beyond the physical training,
right,
his mental game is it's incredible.
The mindfulness, the positive self-talk, the visualization.
That stuff can benefit anyone, right?
Oh, totally.
Oh, yeah.
It's about building that inner strength.
That resilience.
To face any challenge.
We've covered a lot today.
Yeah, we have.
His early years, the wins, that Wimbledon match.
The setbacks, too.
The controversies.
It's all part of the journey, right?
But what really sticks with me is Alcaraz's story. It's bigger than just tennis.
I think you're right.
He's become this global icon.
A symbol for a whole new generation.
Changing what it means to be a champion.
Not just about winning.
It's about pushing yourself.
Inspiring others?
Using your platform for good?
Yeah, like think about it.
Okay.
A kid from a small town in Spain with a dream works his butt off, rises to the top of the tennis world.
It's a story that resonates with everyone.
Doesn't matter where you're from.
It's about that human desire, right? To achieve something extraordinary.
To prove that anything's possible if you set your mind to it.
And that's what makes Carlos Alcaraz so captivating, right?
Absolutely. He's not just a tennis player.
He's a symbol of hope.
A reminder that we all have that potential.
To make our mark on the world.
His story is a testament to dedication, resilience, self-belief.
And it's not over yet.
It's just getting started. I can't wait to see what he does next.
Me neither. This has been awesome.
A real deep dive.
Thanks for joining us as we explored the world of Carlos Alcaraz.
Keep exploring, keep learning.
And keep believing in your own potential.
We'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.